Okay, I think I'm online. Hello guys, welcome to the new year 2021. Wish you have a good coming into the year. Yeah, let's get started, I would say. Let's have a look on a little bit what we did last episode. And based on this, we will discuss what we are doing this episode, yeah? Let's go for this. Last episode we talked about the developer console, the query editor SOQL queries, correct. The developer console setup, get the number of email messages per subject to decide which to delete, and provide sandboxes, Visual Force components. Okay. I think you have some kind of a syllabus for the last episode. In this episode, let's see what we are doing, because we are still deleting data for email messages. And this is what we're gonna go on with, yeah? So, of course, I don't have, have a clue in my mind by now, but that is why we have the overview. And so we are going to the user stories, open up a user story, and we'll get the delete data for sure. Yeah, the delete data. Let's put it also into the title. No, I think the title is okay. That's gonna be the last episode, and in this episode we will see what we're gonna do. Yeah, I will just put it in already, just what to do this episode. I think we need also the link for this, so for the next time we have it right away. So I put in the link, and you have the YouTube link next time as well. So what we're gonna do? We will just have a quick overview about the delete data. So that is why we just look into the user story name. Yeah, that's a quick overview, and we are looking into something like the acceptance criteria. To be honest, but is there no acceptance criteria? I think it's a little bit more down. Okay, we have a short description in here. And also the acceptance criteria in here. Okay, I think that's quite good. As a data executor, I want to delete records in the system so that there is gonna be enough storage left. Yeah, I think last time we already discussed something about the data. So we have company information. The company information will contain some information about the company for sure, and especially for the used data space. Yeah. It's gonna be 95%, and we want to lower it a little bit so that we don't need to order more of this. So what we're gonna do? We have an overview about the email messages, and we wanted to figure out which kind of email messages we could I would say delete, but for sure we will back up this at first. Maybe we do have a backup. Let's go into the system so we can figure out which kind of backup we already have. And so maybe we already put it into the backup schedule, because I have a backup schedule to be able to have backups. Once email messages income, no cases. Okay. Let's go into this. That's one time immediately. The related one is the backup queries, and that's gonna be, has it one already? I don't know. Active. That's gonna be active. So I think the other one was not active yet. So we didn't run it yet. That's backup query name. That's the name for email messages. Incoming is true, and the parent ID is null. So we don't have any parents there. Those email messages we wanted to get. And let's have a quick overview about the email messages. Okay. The first acceptance criteria, overview of email messages that can be deleted. The oldest, I think we can go into the developer console. Let's go for this. I think we have this one. Nope. That's a developer console for this one, for the developer environment. We implemented an environment, but I think we don't need it, and that is what we did last time. As you can see, I'm only doing internal stuff when I'm with you. just to make sure that you are getting all the information, and I don't have I would say I have many issues about the internal stuff, but I will go through with you. And so that's gonna be the planned day to do this. No response from the server, not a big deal. Subject, created form, email message where incoming is true. Let's figure out, let's execute it again. Just to figure out how many we are getting. So we already know that we cannot get an overview via the reports. That's why we need to get an overview about this in here. And we wanted to figure out which kind of email we can delete. Yeah. Which email messages to delete. I would say we would create a SOQL query for this. But as you can see, the server is not communicating with us. That's quite odd. It's not doing the stuff, and that's not really good because we cannot get any overview about this. Let's go for this. What we done, what we can do. The last update was on the 16th of December. Website to Sandbox, a blank, blah blah blah. Username, okay, that's not a big deal. Report was name user stop not completed, cannot be used at last overview as being developed in there. It's not gonna be a big deal. Last action, deleted email message to the subject. Okay, this is what we did. We already deleted something. We had the HTTP Google upload error, and also some notifications we can also delete. Yeah, if we have some notification from Google, then we will just delete them. So first of all, I would say incoming true and parent ID. This is gonna be put as backup. Or let's say we have more backup queries. Is that gonna be related? Oh, we have backup query items. I think they're gonna be stored in here. What we're gonna do is we will activate the schedule after this, and I think that's too big. Yeah, I think, but the incoming ones should be back up, and also the parent ones. Maybe we also should be able to delete data from here. So once it is there's going to be a backup, we will delete some data, but it's not that crucial by now, I think, to delete data. The next time it would be crucial to have data for the to implement things for the tax advisor, and so we're going to do it next time. This time I will do it like another way. Okay, let's say that's the where clause, and we go for the end type, and we will just end. Let me see the subject, right? The subject is gonna be is gonna be not the same. It is gonna be like something like notification percent, and also the email, the email of the email message. So let's say we're going to the setup. There's going to be an email. I don't know the proper name. That's why I'm going through the overview of the email messages. The overview will have the email itself. So it's coming from something, from address, I think. Yeah, it's going to be the form address. And the form address is going to be the same as, let me see, it's coming from the calendar of Google. Yeah. We are not in such a big system. That is why we can delete all the data out of this. It's just the reminder. But we have it in Gmail itself, and so we can delete this. Yeah. I think we should go for this, and every year we should run a procedure to delete the stuff for sure. So what we're going to do, we will go into the system and make it right away. What we're going to do is to deactivate this one because it would do it immediately if we just hit it activate. Let's go for this. We go to the schedule, and the schedule is going to going like is active is false, is true, and then we go the related ones, and we need to activate this, and then it's going to be saved, I think. Schedule is active. The query is not okay. I think the query is not okay. There's no item. The query is not okay. Let me see if we can backup it or not. I think we have to go to something like the backup. HTTP something, yeah, HTTP connections. So I got an email. There's gonna be an error on the trigger of backups. There's a query exception, also a null pointer exception, and another query exception. Let me see. Line no viable character for parent ID. Okay, let me see. Is like this. Okay. I just need to format this is the same as this one. So we need to change it to this, I guess. Maybe let me see if it's the case or not. But the system is not knowing those characters, so it's not gonna working out. Query, there's gonna be a query exception, so let's go for this. The query is okay, and I think it did it. I hope so. Let's refresh this. Related. There's not gonna be a query, but I think there should have been activated a procedure at least. So as you can see here, I don't like to have too much documentation. The documentation is like have it right away. That's the best documentation for sure. But also let's just share the information for the current one, so you will get an update for sure. I just do it in here because then you know where it is gonna be done, and so we can go for this. I think that there shouldn't be a big deal. Let me see this. No, there's not gonna be a big deal. You can see this I've hidden the secret data, and there's no API key, so not gonna be a big deal. As soon as there are gonna be some API keys, we will put it also in the secret area, but by now there's not any secret API key. So what we're gonna do is we have incoming attachments and also the folder. I think the Arbeitszeiten load incoming attachment, no, the backup. I think I want to have something about the backup. I think it's a little bit different. So we go on to backup schedule, and we have the folder in here. Okay, it's my bad. We will have the folder in here, and I hope I will put it in here as well. So I open up a folder, and I will just do it like this. Email messages. Okay, that's gonna be the .schedule, but backup.schedule. Okay. Let me see. Backup.schedule. Yeah. Okay. Those are the email messages. It has been changed on this, but there's not gonna be any backup. Okay, that's an issue. But let's say to get a backup, we also can go to the standard stuff of Salesforce for sure. Let's go just get a backup like the data export. So in here, we are able to export now, and I will just get everything in there. Unicode UTF-8 I always do, but I don't want to have all. I just want to have the email messages for sure. But in here, we are just able to get the whole objects. But for sure, I just want to get a smaller amount. That's why I developed the backup stuff. And let's go for the email message. Let's go for start export. And we will get the email message. And once it is done, we will get a message for this. Yeah. But before we can delete something, we need to make sure that we are getting the export. So while we are waiting for the export, I would say while waiting, what you're gonna do is to try again in the developer console. Let's refresh the grid. Hope that is working, but it seems it works. So it's gonna be 600,000 records and folder ID. Okay, then we go to the related one, and we have it like this one. So that's gonna be our where clause. Let's try it out. So where clause is gonna be like this, and we will execute this one, but there's not gonna be any row. Okay, maybe that is why there's no backup. Okay, like notification. Form address is this one. Okay, let's go for this. The incoming is gonna be like this. Yeah, that's this one. Okay, let's put it in again. The parent ID, just to verify every single step. And so, as you can see here, the parent ID null will not have any result. That is why we will put out the null. So end is pretty strong. Yeah, the end one is pretty strong, and so it is pretty strong. It will take out some values. So if you're beginning with something that has no where clause, then you will have an amount of records. If you use the word end or the keyword end, you will get less, never more. Yeah, you will get less amount of data, and with the or, you will get basically in this amount more records. Yeah, so we're going to put out the parent stuff. The parent stuff will go like this. It will calculate it again, so we will have more of this. So as you can see, we have a bunch of emails in there, so it's only some notifications. And I think, in my opinion, some notifications can be deleted already right away, because it's just about notification. Maybe the better procedure would be not to I would say the developer console SOQL. Yeah. Okay. Great. And also the logic parameters. Let's say for the syllabus we have the logic operators. Yeah. Is it logic? Is it operator? I think it's logic operators. Yeah, correct. the email message. So we have a couple of email messages, and then in the future, we should switch off then that those emails will come to the customer or to somebody. So not every email should be sent to the system. Yeah, that is why I will open up my thing in the background. As you can see, you will get a notification in your email inbox. And in my opinion, we should change it on the side where it is coming from. And so it is coming from me. That is why I will go into the settings. And as you can see, well, you will see that I will have the forwarding. So all the emails will go to the system by now. But now I will limit this. Yeah? So what I'm going to do is I will disable the forwarding, but not immediately. I will just put in the filter, and then the filter says that there's going to be sent an email to the other system. So what I'm going to do is I create a Google filter. So I will say Gmail filter. For sure, that is not for Salesforce issues, but in the future, there shouldn't arrive any notification. At least not by now. And I think it's a good way to go. That's why I will create a new filter. And okay. Let's see if okay, I think I cannot do this. Yeah, because has the words. No. Actually, that's too weak in the Google section. That is why I will decide to do it on the Salesforce side. So the cases are coming. And in the future, those cases should be deleted right away. Yeah. That's just a notification, and the notification should be deleted for sure. So what we're going to do is if the data comes into the system, it's going to be deleted. But that is going to be, for sure, a process, I guess, because deletion is always an issue, and we should make sure that the data is deleted correctly. But we just need to make sure that we are putting in the right, the same in here. Yeah, if you have put in the same, what is going to be written in here, then it's going to be fine. And as we already have email messages, we will have a backup. We can implement this, and not going to be a big deal. So I will also put in for you the data export. Save. So it's taking a bit of time, but it will come when it's done. I think there's not going to be an item. Okay. I don't have this one because there's nothing in there. Yeah, that's why I will just put out the end for parent. Let's hit save. It will run the logic in there, I think, and then it should create a new record in here actually. That's going to be the target. Let's go into the background or into the back end. And we will have something like the back end. It's going to be the jobs, right? We're going to have the jobs, Apex jobs. And actually there should have been created an Apex job. Okay, there is going to be an error in the non-selective query against large object type more than little. Consider an index or contact. Okay. The index is too long. Completed. Let's go for like backup batch. When was the last time? Okay. Save. I had an error, so it's going to be in German, but as you can see here, I got an error in here. The query exception non-selective. Okay, it's a little bit too much, but actually it's I don't know why it's so big. So it's gonna be the incoming is true. So we're gonna go like this one, right? Incoming true, subject and this one. So this should be not too much. Should be, yeah, it's safe. As you can see, the query is not true. Is not okay. Incoming true, subject like this one, and form address like this one. Okay, I will get a new email for this, I guess. Yeah. Consider an index file about. Okay, if there's any index file, the filter will include null, for instance, binding with a list of contents. Data queue exists whereby the number of matching rows is very large, for instance, blah blah blah. Okay, let's see. Is open? No. Let's go. Select ID, parent ID. Where is incoming? I think. Let me see. Query exception. Okay. No selective query against large object type, because we are just getting all the number of or all the fields. Yeah. And so our true is not working properly. And let's say let's say we are dividing it a little bit. Let's say we are dividing it a little bit. Yeah, we are dividing the data. So we go to the object manager. Let's say we have the email. And we should have something like a number, just to be able to bring it into an order. Yeah, the order of, no, so we have the created date. I think it's fine. And let's divide this a little bit. And what we're gonna do is we are limiting the data. Yeah, we are limiting the data to, let's say, 500. Yeah, we're gonna go save. And let's see if it's doing it, but it's not. So you can see here it's a little bit strange. Unexpected token. Okay, limit. Select ID form incoming to like I think limit it's okay, and form address like limit 500. Limit? No, actually that should be fine. But as you can see, the system is not liking it. Let's see. We're taking out the limit again. The limit is nothing. We're gonna hit save. We will get an error, I guess. Non-selective query against large object type. So we have a large amount of data. Just because we have a large amount of data, we should limit it a little bit. So from here, we know that we have, it's not because of the rows, but it's because of the combination of rows and the number of columns. Yeah? And so we are getting so many columns. The data is quite big. And we should go for this, I think. Yeah. As you can see here, that's gonna be it, in my opinion. No? For sure, I will make, or want to make a backup, and I wanted to give it into 2 lines. That is why I have the export as well. Actually, the limit should be working, to be honest. Where something limit. Actually, there should be the limit. No, let's go to the end. Limit 500. Query is not okay. I think the query is not going to be okay. I will get an email. Maybe I should, instead of the email, we should put it in here somewhere. But limit 500. I don't know why it is. Actually, a query is working like this. Let's go for this one. We go for limit 500. Execute. Yeah, as you can see here, the limit is working, at least in here, but it is not working in there. Yeah, limit 500. Okay. The backup tool is already running in here. As you can see, we need a backup tool at first to be able to delete something. Before we are deleting anything, we must save it in between, I would say. Or we make sure that we have already saved some email messages, so we can delete email messages before some values, some dates. So what we're gonna do is we have the backup. Let's go for the backup because I have some backups already. Let's say we are going for this backup. No. Let's say we are going for this backup. Render that one. No. Let's go. We are going for this backup. That seems to be document. No, I don't know. No. Zips. I think the zips is okay. Could we send Dropbox Selbstständigkeit? No. I don't think so. The backup for this maybe. Backup Programme. Let's go for intern. Couldn't packages, properties, retrieve, sales. Maybe Salesforce. Let's go for this. Deployment safe. But I think we don't have too much backups there. Backup. Enforce package, no. As I'm trusting Salesforce, I don't have backups, to be honest. Let's go for the save. I don't think I have backups. Let me see. Backup, deployment, defunct, deployment, translations, packages, customers, intern, I would say. Belege, Kliske, blah, blah, blah. Okay, that's gonna be a backup. It's okay, but the production would be fine, I guess. Let me see. Let me get the information of the storage. Yes, it's fine. The company information, yeah, that is a good information tool. And we need the organization ID. That's a J at the end. Okay. Okay, that's going to be this one. So we're going to open this and we will have some backups there. But as you can see, those are not going to be really complete. The last backup was in the last year, and so it was good to make a backup of all the exports in here. But I think it's better to have a tool that will back up the thing like what we want to back up. Yeah? And that is why I need to do this one, and I need to have an overview about this. So let's say we are going to the sandbox. We open up the sandbox because we need a backup tool, right? In between, just before we have the backup, we can create a backup tool. So we need to wait for this tool to finish. As you can see here, we have an error, and I don't know why it's not working. But actually, we should go for this. Okay. Let's go for the developer console for sure. And let's go for the outbound change set. Okay, next action would be delete data. Yeah, I will investigate it furthermore for sure. All this data will get a backup. Yes, you can choose some as objects, you can choose some relations, you can choose some fields. So it should be a software. Chosen data like will be shown. Choose some conditions to shrink data, choose fields and conditions. It's like a backup, right? Chosen data can be deleted. We already have a tool for this a little bit, but we need to go on with this tool. Chosen data will have a backup. Backups can be switched off. Yeah. It's some kind of the tool what I already I've already shown to you. But we need to make sure that that the limit is not gonna be the issue. We can mark it. Okay, we also able to mark it for deletion and also to delete it. Yeah. Okay. We need to make sure that we understand the tool properly, right? So what we're gonna do is actually we should get the limit 500. That's the next step. Next step. Next action. What is it gonna be? The deletion. It's a backup tool, right? The backup query. Backup query. Limit number must work. Yeah. The limitation of something should work. That is what we are going on with. Okay, that's gonna be development. Outbound change set. We already did something in here, as you can see, because we had a different idea. That's going to be the user story 100. That's going to be fine in my opinion. But as you can see, there's an unexpected token limit. Yeah. That is what we're going to put into here as well. Let's go for comment. I think we should go for this error. And let's say we also let's go if it is working or not. Yeah. So we need to have a backup for something. That's why we have the HTTP connection. We would have the HTTP connections in here as well. So we didn't provide an HTTP connection yet. Let's see if the backup is already implemented, and we are going to the backup. Also, we need to open up. Let me see the internal stuff for okay. Open recently is gonna be. Let me open up my KeyPass. Yes, wrong password. Good one. It's gonna be Google. Backup something like Google test or something. Good to know. Google test, backup metadata, authorize, nachhaltig, Google Drive XML, Google account, Google Drive API. I think we created it for the Mitarbeiter one, so we're gonna go and put in the connection. I think that is some stuff you can get because it's just test Google something, but I really emphasize not to do it. So I would need to do it later on test code line data. I think we need a developer console. Deployment API content, no. Google account, I think there's a Drive API. Yes. Developers, no. Calendar API, something like this. GitHub, developer console. Yes, I need a developer console. Let's go for the developer console. And I guess we will come to an end already. Don't have sufficient permissions. Resource manager. Let me see. We have the dashboard. We have the library. We go back. Let's go for the credentials. I think we already implemented one for a test, but I don't think. Let's go for the Google test. I think we already got one test something, isn't it? One test environment. Didn't we implement something? I think so. Test code line data. Capital. But I don't. Let me see if we find it. If we log out, maybe Google Control, Success Info at Customer Service. No. Ah, Kliske US 63. Let me see this one. I think we should US 0063. Ah, that's the email client. Okay, that's the email client, and we also have a password for this. Let me go into it. Let me save this one. Not now. And we have some thing in there. Okay, I think that's gonna be, I hope so. Let's go for the test code line data now. For the permission. But then I think we will just use this one. Yeah. We will just implement new credentials in here. I don't have a project yet. Okay. There's no. Okay. There's a test. Okay. I need a test project. And then we will have some credentials, right? Yes. Okay, next time we will implement the credentials. Yeah. Insert credentials for this one, so we can test it. Yeah. Okay. Thank you for listening. Have a nice day. I would say. Bye bye.